Hello everyone. Today we'll be talking about Ollama. We are going to learn everything related to run the LLM locally on our setup. So far we have been using LLM in the cloud. So it's like we are staying in the rented house. We are staying there, paying the rent. Now we are talking about how to have our own LLM so that we don't have to pay the usage fee. So whenever we are using from the cloud, we have a recurring cost. For every request, it gets converted to the tokens and charges will be on the basis of the token. Running somewhere else, there could be network latency and data privacy risk. But whenever we are running locally, we are saving money. We don't have to worry about private or sensitive data, and things are local, so we don't have to worry about network latency. So what's the solution? Solution is Ollama. Ollama packaged all the things required for our usage and try to bring inside the toolbox. So just think about it. Ollama is a Docker for the AI. So it bundles all the things what we need. It bundles the model, the tool in one place. So only three steps we will be following today, and after these three steps, we'll have LLM configured locally on our set. We'll start with install, pull the model, and use Python. That's all we'll be doing. For the installation, only we have to go to this download page, and as per current operating system, we'll be downloading the packages. Once it has been downloaded, we'll just start the installation. Once Ollama is installed, we need to pull the model which we want to start using. So for that, either from the CLI or from the UI, we have to say Ollama pull the name of the model, and then this model will be locally available for us to use. So once we have Ollama, then we have the model, and only the last thing we need to do is install the Python package. As these three steps are completed, we can start playing with our LLM model. In this first program, just 3 lines, importing the llama, and from there we are importing the chat module. Initializing the conversation. In this, we are saying the role will be user and the content, the question user want to ask is, hello, how are you? We are calling the chat module, and there we are saying that which model we want to use. So for this particular program, for this query, we want to use Gamma 3. And then we are just passing the message, whatever we have bundled inside the conversation. And then we got the response back to the reply and just uncovering reply.message.content and printing to the user. That's how simple it is start using LLM on our local machine. So I think now we have enough content, time to start exploring. So now we are on the ollama.com the download. As soon as you go to the page, we need to just choose what operating system we have, and for me it's a Windows, so we'll select the Windows and we got the download. Already I have downloaded. To save the time, we'll just go to the download and just click on the Ollama. As it is coming up, on this particular setup, it has been already installed, so it should be really quick. Once it installed, you will see the UI is available as well. In this UI, this chat is kind of familiar to us. Just to take a look, so these are the supported models we have, and from there we can see that these are already downloaded or already downloaded by me manually. So we have UI, and then we have a CLI as well. So just say Ollama, and then we have options. We can chat with the model, we can start interacting with the cloud, open cloud, and some more options. But for now, I will just quit from here. Okay, so in the CLI, I will just say that Ollama pull Llama 2, the name of the model which we want to use. And as it was already here, we can see that The model was already full, available to use. Last thing. So already I had the virtual environment set up. So in this virtual environment, well, we need to say that pip install Ollama. We are just going to install Python package to interact with Ollama. Three things we talked about. One was installing the Ollama. That's how we got UI and CLI for Llama. Second thing we had to install the model which we want to use. We install Llama and the Gamma tool. And the third thing we are doing, installing the package. Once we have these all three things in place, we can start running our program. In our first program, all I'm saying that from Ollama import the chat, we are setting up the conversation. From here, you can have any question you want to ask to model. And in the next line, the real call is happening. We are starting the chat, and in the chat, we are passing the model, which model we want to use. For our demo, we saw that we had a Llama 3, Gamma 3, 3.2. So we can mention any of these models. The one is already installed on our setup. And in the message, we are passing the conversation. And the response will be returned back to the reply, and then we are just uncovering what has happened. So we'll say, maybe make sure to saved, and all I'm saying, Python run the Ollama usage, getting the response back. I just want to highlight that if we have good GPU, the response will be really faster. And while using the model, we'll be able to use the model with the more billion parameters. So the one I have is 15 GB, and for 15 GB, mostly we can use the 7 billion or 8 billion parameters. So if we can see, the Queen is 30 billion. 30 billion maybe I'll be not able to run, or if I run, it will be very slow. So we have, for the memory or GPU where we have 15 GB, we should be able to use all the models with the 8 billion parameters. And let's go back and see. Yeah, so we have got the response back, and what we got the response back from Ollama. Hello there, I'm doing well, thank you for asking. And these are all happy and nice messages. How it got? Because we sent out. So you can see that we are using Python as a tool. So we can do the iterative process, we can start the chat, and we can continue going for the chat and next messages and keep feeding the data into it. So we can see that how the use cases can be expanded. So I just demoed one of the use case where we were about to interact with the model using Ollama. Since we are using Python as a tool, Python as a function as a tool. Now, even these models were, the open source model could be 2 or 3 year old, or like they were trained 2 or 3 years earlier. They don't have the latest data, but with the help of programming language, we will be able to cover the gap. That's what I had. Now the question is for you. What you want to build with the help of your own LLM in your home?